Hello, welcome to my Raider tutorial video. We're going to be going over his basic moveset, his some tips and tricks for 1v1, and his role in 4v4. Alright, as always, we're going to take a look at his moves. So first we're going to check out the basic combos, and as you can see here, what we're essentially looking at is similar to Kensei, every combination of R2 and R1 exists. So we'll just do like the regular R2, 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 R1, R1, R1. We even have like R2, R1, R2, sorry about that. R2, R2, R1. You know, all the different types of combinations. Now, special properties of these combinations, specifically it's only in the R2s, but not the starter R2s. So let's check this out. The flash of white means that he gets hyper armor on these last two heavy attacks. So you can use that to trade with people. They do massive damage, so trading is very good with this character. The light attacks, I don't believe have anything special to them. They don't seem to be enhanced or anything like that, so the light attacks are essentially basic. Decently fast though, so that's nice. But takeaways, every combination of R2, R1, and hyper armor heavies, 2 and 3. That's some very good stuff right there. So we're gonna look at some other moves. His other moves that are of note. This thing is called Storming Tap, which is basically a dodge, left, right, and forward R1 attack. So we have this, same thing here, and like that. So this is a good way to start your combos. So you can do it like. And it will act as the first hit in any combo, so it's very good to kind of just, if your opponent's attacking, you can dodge and then do that. But most importantly, I believe this actually is enhanced, so this is not something that the person can block and resist the entire combo. Yep. So you can keep up the pressure even if you use this. Good way to start combos, but it is fairly obvious, so don't just throw it out way too like randomly. I mean, it's a light parry, so it's very dangerous to just throw out there. But this creates some very good pressure for you, especially if the person's out of stamina. You can really start some nice combos there, get some good damage in. We also have this thing that's like a dodge forward guard break, which I believe is just a more smooth way to get into a guard break, and probably gives you more range too. Don't fully know if I would take note of this, but I mean it is nice to have, especially that you can. It's not that range. It doesn't have that great of range, but still. A very important aspect of Raider's kit is that his area attack is unblockable. Now it's decently slow, but the unblockable part of it is really nice. It's a good way. It is a decent way to start some really good pressure. I mean, it's just an unblockable out of nowhere. Pretty instant too. You don't have to combo into it. Now the thing itself initiates chains, and it acts as the first hit of any chain. But a really cool thing is you can just combo straight into the area attack, and I actually jumped the gun a little bit. The area attack can be included in any combo to be like a unblockable heavy finisher, so let's try that. So this is all really good stuff. You get some really nice pressure going. Whoops, I'm sorry, that's a spoiler. Some really nice pressure going from the start, and you can just keep going. I don't think you can continue after that last one. Yeah, no, you can't. You can't continue after the last hit, so just be ready to finish your combos with those, or just change them into something else. So, I accidentally spoiled it in the last section, but you are able to soft feint a lot of your heavy attacks into different things. So we have what I already showed you. You can actually soft feint into Storming Tap. So this is during the R2 wind-up animation, you press R1, and then he immediately goes to that little jumping tap there. It's a really good way. It's the classic way to catch your opponent off guard. Be careful that you don't use this so obviously. It is a light parry if they end up parrying it, so it's very dangerous to just do this constantly. But it is a very effective way to annoy your opponent, create some pressure of like you know, just like little bits of damage, but it all stacks up in the end. So this also works with the unblockable, as you saw. So you can create some really annoying, really annoying combos, like. And if no one's really, I mean, I doubt that you'd be paying attention to that little bit there, because you're so focused on the unblockable. So that's what makes that really good. He also has another soft feint. You can just straight up guard break him. Now this is just pressing square during the R2 windup animation. It's pretty nice. I mean, if you have an enemy who's very jumpy, tries to dodge almost everything, well then that's a really good way to catch somebody. This even works for the unblockables, so you have extra pressure going into this. So now you have two options. You can do the guard break, or you can do the storming tap. Raider's guard breaks are unique amongst the cast. Similar to Warlord, if you were to guard break and then go forward. Hold on a second, let me actually get out a little further. You will pretty much carry your opponent almost across the map, jokingly. And as you saw there, if they hit a wall, you get a unique animation where you can really only get a guaranteed light attack off of that. So let's try this again. So no heavy attack will land, and this should not work either. An unblockable should not work either. Yep. Okay, so what's only guaranteed is the light attack. But it also does good stamina damage, so hold on a second. Oh, actually, it's on already. It's not looking too impressive right now, but if you were to catch somebody during one of their combos, you can do like a guard break or something, you will take out a lot. I believe also during the guard break carry animation, they will lose stamina while that's happening. And it's said in the menu, which I've never actually tested this out for myself, that every time you hit another opponent while you're guard breaking somebody, they will lose stamina every time. Never tested it, but I'll have to see. He also has some interesting stuff with his guard breaks if you were to do them in different directions, but also while holding down the guard break button. As you saw there, I was actually pulling back on my stick to throw him backwards. We'll show this without holding down square, and it does it properly. Same thing if I were to throw him to the left. If I were to throw him to the right, it's the same way. But if you held those down... Oh, well, actually, not the sides, I forgot about that. Holding down square on the sides won't work properly, but if you were to hold down square while holding back, he kind of does like a little spin there. So I guess forward and back are the only ones that have special properties to them. I'm forgetting a little bit of this. I don't really play Raider that much. He's not my main Vanguard. But his guard breaks, just remember that you can take out good chunks of stamina if you were to do some stuff like this and get some really nice punishes. He has a lot of famous punishes, which I can't really recall off the top of my head. You're going to have to consult with Freeze on that one. Raider has 2 running attacks, so while you're sprinting, you can press R2. I'm sorry, hold on. I'll have to do this off of him. Sprinting and then press R2. I don't believe this combos into anything. Yeah, this doesn't combo, so that's a little unfortunate, but it's really wide. You can get a lot of people in it. And the most iconic one, if you're sprinting and then hold down square, it acts as the forward guard break, and this is the way that people get ledged all the time with this character. You start running. You need a good amount of forward momentum to be able to do it. You can't just turn around and do it. As you saw there, let me try it again. Yep, you're not able to just flick your stick back forward and then do it. You have to be getting a good running start, a little bit of a running start to be able to do it again. In 1v1s, always make sure to make variations of your combos to be able to take full advantage of different forms of his pressure. So really go out of your way to use heavy attacks in your combos because these are what lead you to the soft feints. And these can further set you up to deal even more damage through different types of combos and pressure your opponent to making them wonder, well, what's he going to do next? Be sure to utilize to the fullest extent the unblockable finisher, because this is something that nobody wants to get hit by. Nobody wants to get hit by that last unblockable, because this does a lot of damage easily. And this, because of this threat, can be soft feinted into anything to create this what's he gonna do next type deal. The most threatening, I believe, in my opinion, is the guard break, because this can just like lead to even more damage. I mean, it's more damage than storming tap, that's for sure. And you can even further set up stuff like if they were out of stamina. Let's try this. Just straight up go into the guard break. And there's I don't know how efficient that I'm forgetting the punish. I'm not very good with the punishes and which one's the most effective, but that's a really easy way to just take somebody out of stamina, put them straight to the ground. Let's say you had an enemy who was very jumpy and was very good at dodging, and you're not able to punish properly, and like they have a dodge attack, for instance. I'm not able to get this one to work properly, but let's say they had a dodge attack, essentially. Well, that's what the hyper armor's for, and that's why I love using Raider to punish people like Orochis, Kyoshins, anybody who has a dodge attack. Raider is easily able to trade with them unless it's something that's somehow very strong. But we're looking at some really good pressure. You can shut down people's tools just by continuing your combo, and I mean this works for if you mess up during storming tap. Let's say like that's a really good way to just get back at somebody. So anybody who's trying to be sneaky and then like knows that you're gonna do a storming tap soft feint, you can easily just punish their decision by continuing the rest of your combo. So on reaction, I would say just let it go if you saw somebody dodge. I mean, some people are a lot more smart than that. They'll dodge and then they'll parry your thing. So just pay close attention to what your enemy is doing. You can't just like go crazy, go bonkers, and just start like throwing out random combos. They'll be able to interrupt that stuff because the hyper armor also cancels the second you do another. Excuse me. The second you do another soft feint. So Raider in a 4v4 scenario is very good at clearing the minion lane, like many of the other vanguards. So, because of his wide hitboxes, he's able to kill multiple soldiers at the same time with ease. Raider's also very good at anti-ganking. Because of his wide hitboxes and the unblockable area attack, it's very easy to kind of just use that in mid-combo while you're being attacked by multiple people to be able to get massive damage off of everybody around you. I think I just showed that a second ago. He also has different feats that allow him to move faster between points, so he's a very good character for that. And I'd say this is a really nice character to kind of just support your team with. You captured Zone C. Raider's default feats are Rush, marked for death, second wind, and fire flask. Well, Rush is, just as I said in the 4v4 role scenario, it's very good for making you go from point to point. This really only lasts for like a few seconds, so this is a last resort type way to get between points. Mark for Death is really nice. This is essentially just targeting at one specific person. I believe they'll stay on the map, or like you'll be able to see them on the map until this debuff goes away. Like it says here, lower stamina and defense, so this is very good if you're trying to use this against somebody that you personally don't like, or maybe you're just trying to get rid of them as fast as possible. And you even get extra renown when you kill that specific person that is marked, so it's a very good tool for 1v1s and just getting rid of people. Psycho Wind's good for tankiness, and everybody knows Fire Flask. This is essentially just a big bomb that leaves fire on the ground that deals really good damage. So this is perfect for the minion lane, but more perfect for just killing a bunch of enemy players. The perks. So he has the basic Vanguard perks. I think these are all the same, if I'm not mistaken. These are just good for his tankiness, and the endurance and fresh focus are some of my favorites. Good stamina. Managing perks. These are perfect for him because he is the type of character that you will be attacking a lot with because of how much damage he has and because of his anti-gank potential. So be sure to be able to equip Endurance and Fresh Focus. They're very good for his character. I thank you again for joining me in my raid tutorial video. I hope you learned a lot. And just to recap, we went over his basic moveset, his role in 1v1, his role in 4v4, and some of his perks and feats. Thank you very much.